Hi everyone, welcome back to The Learning Gardener. If you haven't been here before, my name is Pip, and today we are going to be cracking open our plastic milk bottles that we're using as seed greenhouses and planting some beans and peas along this fence that we put together to keep the dogs away from the chickens. Now these have worked beautifully. The only problem with these has been that last week we had some insane wind and these were all blown all over the place and thrown all over the deck. So a lot of the tags have actually come off, which is really irritating. So now most of them, I don't actually know what's in them, but that's okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Obviously we wanted it or we wouldn't have sown the seeds, so we're just going to be planting them. So the only ones I know that we've got are the telephone climbing pea, hi Ruffy, and the purple potted shelling pea and the blue bantam dwarf pea. And you can potentially see that in the last couple of weeks they have grown, so they're coming out the top. I think they've been in for about 4 weeks, maybe 5. I'll put it on the screen once I work out how many weeks it's been, but we're gonna put them along here, number one because it's a climbing structure, and I remove a lot of my climbing structures in winter, and especially this winter, to make way for the brassicas and particularly for the garlic. I've tried to plant a lot more garlic and broccoli this year. Unfortunately, between 3 weeks of endless rain, a puppy, and me being sick as a dog for 3 weeks, the second round of garlic went in quite a bit later, and a lot of it was a bit squishy, so I don't know if it'll actually amount to anything. But so we have 5 small beds of garlic and about 6,000 beds, sorry about him in the microphone, 6,000 beds of broccoli, which will hopefully mean we get at least 1 broccoli, because the stuff I planted early, Raffy, bolted, and yeah, this is quite annoying, Raff. Now this wasn't on the top of my list of things to do, except that they're now poking out of the bottle. There were a couple of other things I wanted to do before this, such as deal with the mess and the moat behind me. The moat we put in during the 3 weeks of rain for the chickens to try and keep the water away and to minimize how soggy things got. I was debating whether I would fill the moat and turn it into a French drain, or just let the grass kind of go in and turn it into like a natural dip, but the rain was so heavy that it actually washed a lot of the dirt and sand that I dug out back in, so it's not that deep, so I'm going to have to deal with it. And in the windstorms we've had a number of branches come down, which I'm saving to potentially use for the chicken enrichment that I want to do, most of which I got started with yesterday, and then I stopped because I needed to think of some ways to create some higher roosting areas, which I think I've done now, but it's not really a priority when in 1 or 2 days time we are expecting about 8 inches of rain in 2 days and about 10 days of rain total. So this whole area is going to turn into a bog site again, but we need to get these out. And so that just means that I'm going to have to deal with this and all the stuff I was saving for chicken enrichment and all the stuff I was saving to do a compost bin makeover. That's all just going to have to wait. So what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to bother whippersnippering because the dogs are out with me and Birdie goes crazy when I whippersnipper. I'm just going to lay some newspaper over here. I'm going to create a little garden bed. We're going to plant these peas and hopefully they're going to climb up and create a bit more of a visual barrier between the dogs and the chickens, and also give us lots of yummy peas and beans, because this is a really great climbing space. So I'm going to get into that, and then after that I've got so many jobs to do to try and get them done before the rain. And the most epic one of all of them, it's probably going to take me the rest of the day, is to move at least 3 weeks worth of firewood up to the deck, because the wood is going to be saturated with or without tarps after that amount of rain, and I have to have a surgical procedure in about 10 days, so I don't want to be lifting after that. So we need to get at least 3 weeks worth of wood up and get these peas in the ground, and then hopefully if we have time we'll come back in the garden this afternoon, but probably not. Anyway, I'm going to get started and I hope you guys enjoy this video.
So words on your sleeve, and nobody can see right now. Summer days, summer nights, lose it all, close your eyes. It's okay, waste your time. I don't mind, I don't mind. Summer days, summer nights, lose it all, close your eyes. It's okay, waste your time. I don't mind, I don't mind.
Traveling around the world, my feet will tell me where to go. I'm not afraid to step outside and see the world for what it is. No, spending all my time with people that I barely know. You may have thought that I was lost, and all I need is room to grow. I'm coming home to put a flower in your hand. Thought you should know. I'd rather be instead. Sometimes I feel alone, you know it's me and my guitar. We're looking up the darling stars, singing where we supposed to go now. Ruthie, little lady, tell me what you mean to me. And I'll build a house in Byron Bay, if that's exactly where you'll be. I'm coming home to put a flower in your hair. Thought you should know, ain't no place I'd rather be instead. No.
Give me good wine, I'll get you good whiskey. Let's get a house in the country. Give me good weed, I'll get you good coffee. Let's get old by the evergreen tree.
Let's get up, grab coffee cups and sit.
It actually turned out that we had just the right amount of space and just the right amount of beans and peas. So we've got beans and peas running from door to door here, and then just to my left in the little gap just before we hit into the orchard. It sounded like one of the chickens just barked. But hopefully they will grow up and create a beautiful green wall here, and hopefully that will be a step in the right direction of getting this space organized. Obviously, as I said, there's still stuff I want to do in the chicken run to make it more enjoyable for them, because they can't always be outside. And I've got to sort out the compost area, and then I've got to reorganize the storage situation down here. And at some point I'd love to stop having mud and dealing with all of this, and the back few garden beds need some serious help. So as always, there's still a ton of work to do here at the Learning Gardener, and I hope you've enjoyed coming with me as we do this project. And I hope that helps you see how cool the water bottles are for a growing medium. I had a look this morning and I had accidentally sowed in normal trays some sugarloaf cabbage, and I had done it also in one of the bottles, and the bottle ones, the seedlings are so much further along, which is amazing to see. So I'll show you those two videos so you can see just how tiny the ones in the outdoor growing seedling tray are versus the ones that have grown in the bottle, because that's really cool to see. So I'm kind of happy I made that accident. But yeah, we still got a bit of bed cleaning out to do and space to find to put all these seedlings that we now have. But I was really hoping that in winter I was going to get super on top of all of these things, and instead, between mud and illness and now surgical procedures, I've just been slowed down just so much. So I have a feeling that spring is going to be total chaos. Ah, well, you can only do what you can do. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully we'll see you again soon for the next one. I'm gonna go and move 3 weeks worth of wood, so that should be super fun, and I should be nice and tired by the end of the day. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next one.